I would have quit Foot Locker sooner. I should have quit Foot Locker sooner. Okay, and I know someone's gonna say, listen.
The cap.
But looking back, I should have quit sooner. I would have quit sooner for so many reasons. Now, funny enough, this weekend, one of my closest friends, her last day is this weekend. So I'm actually, listen, we're gonna do it up, celebrate her getting her Saturday mornings back, donuts, we're going out to eat later. It's just, this is gonna provide her back. Again, time to herself on Saturday. I told her, you get lazy Saturdays back in with your boyfriend, you can just rest, start the weekend off without the hustle and bustle of retail releases. But not only that, one of the main reasons I should have quit sooner. If you're new to the channel, I started working at Kids Foot Locker, I believe late 2018 in the fall, because the very first drop I ever worked, a really big drop, would have been the Concord 11 when it re-released or retroed in 2018. And then I was done, I want to say in 2021. So a little bit of time there. Now, certainly not my first time working in retail, but it fulfilled the childhood dream, right? Everybody wanted to, at some point, if you were into sneakers, work for Foot Locker or any of the footwear brands. And I won't lie, listen, it was an easy job to be able to work. Now, granted, that was also on the side. I still worked within my career, but it was an additional stream of income. And in my mind, also an easy stream of income. I already know sneakers. I love them. I know what's coming out. And wearing smaller sizes, meaning grade school, GS, or big kids, I absolutely already understood the breakdown, the nuances, the differences, and then sizing. I got all that. That was easy. That was a cakewalk. The difficult part of working in retail really has to do with the people, always, because people will people, and they just, yeah, there's just a lack of a lot of things like patience and respect, and you don't deal with it as much, as badly, I should say, in Kids Foot Locker as you will within regular Foot Locker, just because you have more adults, and just adults are usually worse than kids. And I had to, listen, there were some good experiences with the kids. They were great. Listen, it's not that TJ doesn't love the kids, okay? I just don't need to have any. But it was a good experience. However, I quit, and there's a whole video on that. I'll go ahead and put it in the description box so you can watch it. But why should I have quit sooner? Number one, when the pay structure changed during lockdown, I should have been done. I should have been done. If you guys weren't aware, and you probably weren't or are not because you don't work for Foot Locker, if you worked during that time, there was an announcement to all of those that were employed. If you were part-time, so you weren't a sales lead or an assistant manager, right? And I chose to step down from that because once I received a promotion, actually during lockdown, which was, again, the last 2 years haven't been bad for everybody, and I'm really grateful and blessed for that. It didn't make sense for me to continue to work outside of my home in the evenings when I'm literally getting paid a salary to work in the comfort of my home. So that's the reason I took a step back from being assistant manager. But they made an announcement for part-timers, commission was gone. You were only getting paid an hourly wage, and yeah, that was a minimum wage. So think about this. No matter if you were really good at selling or really bad at selling, you were still gonna get paid the exact same thing. And I had also cut my time back to only working on Saturdays, a 4-hour window from 11 until 3. So it really didn't matter anymore. I'm making $7.25 an hour. And then when you take taxes out, yeah, I was literally seeing like $50 every 2 weeks, and I could have done without that. And the expenditure of my time there versus what I got paid, it made 0 sense anymore. I think that was detrimental to them being able to hold on to really great salespeople and just those that were super engaging and understood the culture on the floor, because you've removed incentive. To give you an example, if it was during the holiday season and you were called in or asked, hey, can you come in 1 hour and just sell for us or work the floor, you may have been able to ring up a decent amount of sales in that time, and it might have, you know, gotten you an extra $100 or so on your paycheck. But once that was gone, do you really think anybody is rushing to the store during holiday season, traffic, dealing with bigger attitudes from consumers for $7.25 an hour? No. Number two, it absolutely leads to you buying pairs you like, but you wouldn't necessarily buy if you didn't have a discount. I think that's just natural, it's expected. You have access to a lot of different things that you may like or even love at a discount, and trust me, you use it. And that can be detrimental. Not that it hurts your finances in any way, because as long as it's within your monthly budget, hey, you can go ahead, have fun, buy pairs. But what I know, or what I realize now, I picked up pairs genuinely because I like them, but were they a need? Have they really been worked into rotation? And if they were full price, would I have picked them up? And if I'm honest with myself, for so many pairs, it would have been no. It would have been no. The enticement was there because I had a discount, and now I've likely given away, I don't know, I'm gonna guess anywhere from 5 to 10 pairs already over the course of the last 7 to 10 months based on, yeah, them being bought on discount there. So that was a detriment. Third reason likely doesn't apply to most people that may work there, but it certainly applies to me as someone who creates content. It cost me money. Thousands of dollars. Did it cost me money? Well, it was known, at least more than I realized, that I worked under the umbrella, and their competitors wouldn't necessarily want to utilize me for campaigns, whether it was in front of the camera or behind the camera, for me to work with them and earn money. And again, I said thousands because if you can deliver within whatever creative lane you're in, then yes, you can negotiate those contracts for it to be well worth your time. And that's far more than what I was being paid there. And I had to stomach being told no, or you were in consideration, but then you weren't. And that hurt. And then I realized it was the second time, and I'm like, whoa, 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 I've missed out. I've missed out on the bag twice because I'm working here 4 hours on a Saturday. Again, the math didn't math, the logic was not there, and I absolutely should have left long ago. Now, if you choose to work at the brand, listen, first off, it is something that a lot of us aspired to do when we were younger. It was just a cool thing. You would walk in Foot Locker, you likely had a favorite manager or just a salesperson you would kick it with, you would talk to about shoes, and that's the environment they should create. If you have ambition to move up that line, that ladder from, you know, regular sales associate to team lead to assistant manager to having your own store as a store manager and then district manager and regional manager and working possibly in corporate, then that's awesome, and go ahead and pursue that if you know that's what you have in mind. But if you don't, then be mindful of what all comes with it. Also, depending on the market you're in, if it's smaller, you don't necessarily get all of the drops, so you having access to pairs you really just want, that's not always available to you, and you have to, again, keep all factors in mind. So these are just the 3 reasons why I should have quit longer, I should say sooner than what I did, but hindsight is 2020. You live and you learn, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.